Hello everyone, welcome again to the session of English. Now in this session we will learn pronoun part 2. In first part we have already discussed the definition of pronoun and personal pronoun. In this session we will complete the personal pronoun and also we will discuss further types of pronoun. So let's begin with the session. Now in that part I had already told you the types of pronoun and I told you about personal pronoun, about persons, about the types of personal pronoun. Also we had discussed nominative case, possessive case, objective case, what the difference between possessive adjective and possessive pronoun. Now there are several important points related to personal pronouns that we will discuss in this session. We have first subject verb agreement. Now subject verb agreement, this is the entire chapter of this topic we will discuss later on in the chapter of verb. Now if we talk about subject verb agreement related to this part of pronoun is actually when we use a verb with a subject. This verb is used according to the subject, or you can say the verb should agree with the subject. It means if the subject is singular, the verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. So, ensure that the subject pronoun agrees with the verb in number, that is singular or plural. For example, she likes to read. Now we can see here the word she. Now she is the subject and she is a singular subject. Therefore, we use likes. Just because she is a singular subject, we use likes. Now, what happens when a verb is given? How do we convert a verb into singular and plural form? Let us discuss this in a brief form. If a verb is there, we add s or es to it, or you can say if we add s or es to a verb, it converts into singular verb. But in case of noun, it is reversed, that whenever we add s or es to a noun, it converts into plural noun. But in case of verb, it is reversed, that if we add s or es to a verb, it converts into singular verb. Now here we can see the example she. She is a singular subject, we are using likes. Whereas they is a plural subject, therefore we use like. So like is a plural verb and likes is a singular verb. So whenever we add s or es to a verb, it converts into singular. So subject verb agreement should be followed according to the subject. The verb should agree with the subject, and subject can be formed with either noun or pronoun. So subject verb agreement rules should be followed in a sentence. Now on the gender basis, be aware the gender specific personal pronouns such as he for masculine, she for feminine, and it for neuter gender. Let us take an example of it. If I talk about a boy, I will use he or his for that boy or him. Now if I'm talking about a girl, obviously I will use she or her in case of nominative and objective respectively. But if I'm talking about a pen is a neuter gender. Now for pen we use it as nominative, possessive and objective respectively. Now if we talk about here gender cases, or you can say in case of common gender, if we talk about common gender, this part is very, very important and error oriented. Now common gender we know very well, it denotes either male or female, but we cannot exactly say, so that word is known as common gender. We have already discussed it earlier in noun chapter. Now what happens if a common gender is given to you and you have to use a pronoun for it? Just go for preference should be given to the masculine gender. Preference should be given to the masculine gender. We know well that we are not able to identify whether we are talking about male or female. So the masculine gender should be given the preference. For example, if I write singers, the singer has breached her promise. Now we are using a word singer over here, and we know well singer is a common gender. We don't know whether we are talking about a male singer or female singer here in this sentence. So your writing her is incorrect. We should use his in place of her. For a common gender, preference should be given to the masculine gender only. So the correct sentence will be the singer has breached his promise, not her promise. Because we are talking about the word singer. Singer can either be a male or female. So this is very important point that one should keep in mind. Now, possessive pronouns versus possessive adjectives. I have already discussed this with you, but let us see with some examples. Distinguish between possessive pronouns and adjectives. Mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, theirs. These are possessive pronouns, whereas my, your, his, her, its, our, their. These are possessive adjectives because they are used just before the noun in a sentence. They qualifies noun. They qualify noun. This is my book. Now book is a noun. My is an adjective. So this is possessive adjective. And this book is mine. You cannot write this book is mine book. That will be incorrect. So mine is a possessive pronoun over here that is replacing noun in the sentence. Now a possessive pronoun is not used with. Now this is again very, very important. And many times in spoken or in speaking, we do these mistakes. With the word, a possessive pronoun is not used. We do not use possessive pronouns with any of these words like separation, leave, excuse, mention, report, cite, pardon, favor. With these words, we do not use possessive pronouns or adjectives. For example, if I say, I need your favor. Suppose I write this sentence, I need your favor. This sentence is incorrect. Though may be possible, you must have used this sentence in your life, in your daily life, but this sentence is grammatically incorrect. Now the correct formation is, I need a favor of you. So this can be the right sentence. I need a favor of you or favor from you. We can also write favor from you. Both are correct. Both phrases are correct. Favor of you or favor from you. So this is the style of writing these sentences. We cannot use any possessive case with any of these words, whether it is a separation. For example, if I say, I can't bear your separation, that is incorrect. I cannot bear separation from you. I cannot bear separation of you. So that is correct. Now agreement with the antecedents, or you can say antecedent is actually the first subject or the subject that precedes the entire sentence. Ensure that the personal pronoun agrees with its antecedent in gender and number. For example, here it is written, John said he would come. Antecedent John is a masculine. Now Mary said she would come. So here for John we are using he, and for Mary we are using she. So agreement should be there. Agreement must be there with the antecedents. Use appropriate personal pronoun case. It means whenever it is required in a subject place, it should be written in nominative case. Whenever it is required in the object place, it should be written in objective case, and possessive case should also be followed likewise based on the function of its sentence. She invited him to the party. Now she invited. Whom did she invite? She invited him. It means here we need an object. That's why we have written him. Now if I write she invited he, that will be incorrect. He is happy with his new car. Now his new car, it means it is showing the possession. That's why we have used his new car. So there, the personal pronoun should be used according to nominative case, objective case, and possessive case. So personal pronoun should be used carefully. Now we have demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns are used to indicate or point out something. For example, if I'm looking towards a building and I say that is a very huge building, that is a very big building, it means I'm pointing out that or I'm indicating that building. Now, demonstrative pronouns are used to point out or indicate the position of a specific people, places, things, or ideas. They indicate relative distance of the noun they refer to from the speaker or the listener. Now, there are 4 demonstrative pronouns, that is this, that, these, those. Now, these are very basic. We use demonstrative adjectives as well. Now, again, the difference remains same. If we are using them just before noun, they are demonstrative adjectives. If we are using these words in place of noun, they are possessive pronouns. Sorry, they are demonstrative pronouns. Now we have word this. This is used with singular noun, singular verb, or you can say singular verb, singular noun. So this is the case of pronoun. This is the case of adjective. That is again singular noun, singular verb, or you can say singular verb, singular noun. In case of these, we use plural noun, plural verb, and in this plural verb, plural noun. Those plural noun, plural verb, again plural verb, plural noun. So these can be the sequence if we begin the sentence using these demonstratives. Now, this is used for a single person or a single thing which is near us, which is near to us. For example, this is a pen, or this pen is mine. For example, if I say this is a pen. Now, if we look at this sentence, this after the word this, there is no noun. But just after the word this, we don't have any noun. That means this is a demonstrative pronoun. But if I say this pen is mine, so pen is noun and it is preceded by the word this. This is demonstrative adjective. This is adjective, whereas this is demonstrative pronoun. So this is the difference between demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective. And this is the meaning of demonstrative pronoun and adjective. Now that is used to indicate or to point out one thing that is far from us, far away from us. For example, that is a cat, that is a building. These are used for more than one person. It means in plural sense and for the things which are near to us. For example, these are my friends. These are my students. Those are used for more than one person or thing which are far away from us. For example, those are stars which are shining brightly. So those are the mountains. So the things which are beyond our sight, or we can say the things which are far away from us, to indicate those things, we use those. We use the word those. Now, this is used to refer to a singular noun that is close to the speaker. This book is interesting. Now, book is a noun. Therefore, this is an adjective over here. If I say this book, this is an interesting book. So that in that case, if I say this is an interesting book. In this case, book is a noun and this is a demonstrative pronoun, whereas interesting is an adjective over here. These is used to refer to plural nouns that are close to the speaker. For example, these pens are new. So these are plural. That and those, that is used to refer to a singular noun that is far from that the speaker but close to the listener. That car is expensive. Those is used to refer to the plural nouns that are far from the speaker but close to the listener, or might not be, but far from the speaker. That is important, that matters. Those houses are beautiful. So I'm talking about those houses. So those houses are beautiful. So these are some examples of demonstrative pronouns. Let us move further with another type of rule. There are several important points related to demonstrative pronouns. We have already discussed this, demonstrative pronoun versus demonstrative adjectives, as I have told you. This is interesting book. Now, here this is a demonstrative pronoun because book is not just after the word this. This interesting book is mine. Now, the word book is just after the word this. So this and interesting, both of these are adjectives qualifying the word noun. So this is demonstrative adjective. This and that we use in singular form. These and those for plural. Now, what are interrogative pronouns? Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions and seek information about a specific people, things, or ideas. For example, let us take an example over here. I say, Ravi is your name. Let us take this sentence. I said Ravi is your name. It means in this sentence we can easily conclude that the name of the person is Ravi. Now if I ask, maybe possible, look, I'm talking to you right now and I'm saying that your name is Ravi. It means Ravi is your name. Now if I ask you, what is your name? What is your name? If we look at both of the sentences carefully, what we see that in this place, in place of this Ravi, that is a noun. When we look at these two sentences, Ravi is your name, what is your name? Now in these two sentences, we see that this person Ravi, it is a noun, and in other sentence, what replaces Ravi? What is the word which is replacing the word Ravi? Ravi is a noun. So here what is a pronoun? Because pronoun is a word that replaces noun. It indicates that what is a pronoun, and also at the same time this is a question. That is why what is an interrogative pronoun. So we should keep this in mind. A word which replaces noun is always called pronoun. So interrogative pronouns are those which asks questions to the speaker. So these are called interrogative pronouns. There are 5 main interrogative pronouns like who, whom, whose, which, what. Who and who is used as a subject pronoun when the noun being asked about is the subject of the sentence. Who is coming to the party? So who is a pronoun over here. Now whose is basically used for possession, but whose generally is used in adjective. It is basically an interrogative adjective, because if I say whose book is this, so here the word whose is a possessive adjective because it is just it is using just before the word it is being used just before the word book, that is a noun. Which again is an adjective like which color do you prefer, which is your favorite actor. Now if I write the sentence, which is your favorite actor, which is your favorite anything, favorite color, favorite actor, anything, say color. So in this sentence we have used which, and just after it we do not have any noun. It means this is an interrogative pronoun. What is used to ask about the things. For example, what is your favorite movie? Basically, if I say what is your name, What is your name? So your word what, it interrogates and it is an interrogative pronoun. Again, subject verb agreement, it should be related. Like if we see the sentence, what is your name? So what's your name? I'm asking just about name. Name is actually singular. That's why we have used is. Which books are you reading? So which books? Books are plural. That's why we have used the word are over here. Or which among these are your books? So again, the books are plural. That's why we use are over there. That is plural verb. Choices and alternatives. Now, in this case, we should have a knowledge of relative pronoun as well. That we will discuss later on in the next session. But here I must tell you, if we talk about the word who is generally used for living beings. Whereas for non-living things, we use which, generally. But in case of choice, we use which even with living beings. If we talk about living things, we can use which even with living things in case of choice. For example, which of the two boys is intelligent? Which of the two boys is more intelligent? Now I'm talking about one of these boys that he's intelligent, and I'm just asking you which of these two boys is intelligent. It means I'm selecting that particular one person from those two boys. That's why we use which. That is an interrogative pronoun. Now, which dress do you like? So your which is again an interrogative pronoun. Who's used to show the possession. We have already read. Who and whom. Now, there is a difference between who and whom. Whom suggests object and who subject. Who wrote the letter? So who is actually the subject who is doing that particular task. To whom did you give the letter? Now your whom represents the object because there is a person who is giving the letter to someone else. To whom did he give the letter? So to whom is just answering to the question what or asking about that particular person who is receiving that particular thing or that action. That is why to whom is an interrogative pronoun that suggests the object. Now we will read relative pronouns. Relative pronoun is a very big and important concept. So this we will discuss in the next session.